Children, don't delay about your health. Health is very important to us. Okay. Don't waste your time. Watch the videos and understood the topic. So many times I told you that after watching the video, you must need to read a textbook. So as early as possible, take the textbooks also. Let us enter into our topic. Today I have come up with the lesson number 13. Rocks, soils and minerals part 2. I suggested you the children, if you don't watch the part 1, after watching the part 1, you have come up with this video. Because it gives the ability to do the exercises clearly. Okay. In this video, once we revise the previous class, after that lesson reading, and after that we will do some textbook exercises. Okay, ma? Okay. First one, we revise the previous class. Tell me what we learnt in the previous class. We learnt about soil, rocks and minerals. And about in that lesson, how soil is formed. The rocks are break down into small particles and that forms the soil. And about different layers of the earth. The outermost layer of the earth is called crust and they have a topsoil, subsoil and about bedrock. And next one about erosion. About soil erosion. What are the causes? By erosion. Erosion by wind, erosion by rain. Okay, and next one about conservation. How we conserve the soil. There are some few methods. Contour farming or terrace farming and making slopes, making bunds around the fields. Okay, those are all the steps we learnt in the previous video. Now, once I read the lesson, you observe my pronunciation, children. Open your textbook. Page number which 98. Okay, ma'am. See. Rocks, soils and minerals. Soil, like air and water, is also important for life. Plants grow in the soil. All living beings, directly or indirectly, depends on the plants. So, the living beings cannot live without soil. Soil is necessary for life. How soil is formed? The outermost layer of the earth's crust forms the soil. The earth's crust was made up of hard rocks. These rocks are continuously heated by the sun and cooled by the rain. The heat of the sun cracks the rocks in summer. Water is filled in these cracks in rainy season. In winter, the water freezes. Due to these continuous changes, the rocks break into small pieces. These small pieces are carried by rivers and change into fine particles of sand, pebbles and gravel. The remains of dead animals and plants mix with this and form the soil. Okay. Here first one, layers of the soil. The soil is formed by different layers that are of different colors. Okay. The topmost layer of the soil is called topsoil and it is only a few inches thick and is dark in color. It is soft and loose. As it is loose, it contains air and water for the plants. This layer is chiefly made up of loam and humus. The humus is formed from the remains of plants and animals. This is the part of the soil. The roots of the plants grow in this layer and plants take food from it. Next one about subsoil. The layer below the topsoil is called subsoil. It is hard but often grey or red in color. It is made up of sand and pebbles soil. If we look at the soil in the garden, we will find a variety of living organisms in it. Small animals like ants, underlined from this, millipedes, centipedes, scorpions, beetles, earthworms, etc. feed on the organic matter. These animals make the soil loose. They feed on organic matter present in the soil. They break down waste matter into simpler forms. The wastes of these animals also make the soil fertile. Among these animals, earthworms is called the farmer's friend because it makes burrows in the soil. Underline that word. Which is the earthworm's friend? Which is the farmer's friend? Yes, earthworm is the farmer's friend. It mixes the topsoil with subsoil and makes the soil rich. It wastes also makes the soil rich. These are the different organisms that live in the soil. Okay? See the next page. Sorry for this, children. Next one, soil erosion. The topsoil is loose and fertile and it does not remain stationary. It is always exposed to the forces of wind and water. The action of the sun, wind, rain, rivers and ocean currents carry away the topsoil and reduces the fertility of the soil. The subsoil is also disturbed. The process of wearing and carrying away the soil by natural forces is called erosion. Underline that word also, erosion. There are three main causes of soil erosion. First one is erosion by wind. The wind also damages the soil. When the wind blows strongly, a good part of the topsoil is carried away by it. In some parts of the country like Rajasthan, the strong winds carry away the sand from deserts to cover the fertile lands near to it, so that the fertile lands becomes unfertile. Okay, this is the picture for erosion by wind. Okay, next one, erosion by water. The rainwater and the rivers wash over the soil and deposit at the other places as they flow along. The rivers, as if it flows down, washes away mud particles and minerals and slowly deposits them in the plains. The soil deposited by rivers is called silt. Underline that word. It is very rich and fertile. Okay, this is a picture for erosion by water. Okay, ma. See the next page. Erosion by man. Cutting off forests and grazing of grasslands by cattle make the soil bare. Strong winds or heavy rains carry away the fertile soil to some places where it is of no use. Next one, soil conservation. Topsoil is the most fertile and suitable for the growth of plants. The plants get food from this layer. The protection of topsoil from erosion is called conservation. Underline that word, conservation. There are different methods to conserve the soil. First one is the planting trees and grasses. Okay, the roots of the plants and trees bind the soil particles firmly together and do not allow them to be washed away by water. If the land is not under cultivation, it is better to grow grass or creepers on it. These plants act as a barriers against the force of wind and water. Okay, once you observe this diagram. Okay, ma. Next one, making bonds and embankments. Underline that word, embankments. And gotlu katlane embankments under. Floods cause severe damage to the soil. By building bunds around the farmland, erosion can be prevented. Floods often wash away the river banks and carry away the topsoil. By constructing dams on the rivers, floods can be controlled. Making strong embankments along the banks of the rivers control the flow of the water and prevent the erosion. Here bank means boddu. Okay. See the next one. Next page. Last page. Once you observe this diagram, children, this is the embankment. Embankment. Okay na? See the last page. Making terraces or furrows. In hilly areas, water flows down with great force. It causes great damage to the soil. It can be controlled by making terraces or furrows along the conservation of soil is very important because if the soil loses its fertility, the crops would also be inferior in quality and quantity. This is the terrace farming. చూడండి steps లా కనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? Okay, lesson reading completed children. We have some textbook exercises. Okay, see the page number 103. There are some fill in the blanks. First one is, if you read the lesson properly, then only you have a ability to do the fill in the blanks. Okay, don't forget that. Read the lesson at least 7 times. Okay, ma'am. See the fill in the blanks. The upper layer of the soil is called which soil? Subsoil or topsoil? Very good. Topsoil. Next one. The dash is called the farmer's friend. You know that. The earthworm is called the farmer's friend. The soil deposited by rivers is called, yes, silt. S-I-L-T, silt. Erosion causes dash to the soil. Damages to the soil. Wind is an agent of soil erosion. Next one. Plants taking food from the dash soil. Subsoil or topsoil? Topsoil. Very good. Erosion reduces the dash of the soil. Fertility of the soil. Animals make the soil dash by making dash in it. Soil loosen, making burrows. Terrace farming is done in the which areas? Hilly areas. Only కొండ ప్రాంతంలో మాత్రమే terrace farming అనేది చేస్తారు. The lower layer of the soil is called bedrock. Very good. Once you see the fill in the blanks. Okay, కనిపిస్తున్నాయా? Okay, ma. Fill in the blanks also completed. Next one, here draw the diagram of the layers of the soil. You have to take your scrapbook and draw the diagrams of different layers of the soil. Okay, totally this lesson completed, children. In this video, first of all, we learned that we revised the previous class. After that, I read a lesson, and next one we did some textbook exercises. Okay, thank you for watching the video. In the next video, I have come up with one more science topic. Once again, thank you for watching.